Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Dogma, different game. Dragon Age Origins. Since last time I've done a little bit tweaking on equipment. Most of it is pretty much the same as it was before, except Zevran is now Crow and Noble's dagger. I give the Swift Runner War paint that we got from Return to Ostagar to the dog. I've put the Nug Crusher on Sten just because I do like the Nug Crusher. Just the extra mana and the chance of stun. Liliana has been given the Eye of the Fade, or for later on, much later on. Wynn's still the same. Morrigan's the same. Alistair is wearing Kaelin's armour, just for the extra dodge plus the armour. He's still got the Helm of Honorleith. I've given Duncan's sword, which isn't major, but it was just a small little upgrade to what we already had. Still got the same runes on it. I'm still rocking exactly the same build, except I've got Noble's dagger and I've changed my runes round because I've now got Duncan's dagger as well. So obviously Duncan's dagger, extra damage against dragons, fair enough, but I want that Darkspawn damage on it. I want the electric damage on one, fire damage on another, just to take advantage of Morrigan's Cold Hex. I did respec like I said I was going to. I got rid of a level in stealth, and I've also dropped dual weapon mastery, as well as, I think that's it actually. Purely just for below the belt, tricks of the trade, just so I can get that lethality a little bit quicker. Obviously I am playing a full crit build, and I think we're pretty much ready to go. We're going to go, wonder why everyone's lying on the cold hard floor looking like he's dead. But the plan is today is we are going to go and we are going to take on the last DLC section we have. Do I want to take Wynn for a run out, or do I stick with Morrigan?
Yes. Horse.
Obviously I think I'll stick with Morrigan there.
Yes.
Take Alistair, and I mean I want to take Sten for a run, and Liliana at some point as well. Shale I'm taking to the next main story point we do.
Yes.
I think I'm going to take Zevran for now. And we're going to go do Soldier's Peak. Wasn't planning on doing this. I was planning on going straight to Ozma and recruiting the last playable party member and just trying to get the deep roads and everything out the way. It's the longest story section of the game. All my audio in game's gone. Great.
And here we are. Soldier's Peak.
Well, most I was planning on doing that because
Maker's
it
breath.
takes the longest to
Look
do.
at the size
But
of it.
in
What
hindsight, when I've looked at
fortress.
it,
I told you the mate would get us through the tunnels.
I do need the extra storage
want
that
it
comes
lost, it's
with
just that the
finishing
map got
Soldier's
soggy.
Peak.
Bah, we're here. So, I'll follow you about.
I've still got a bit of a dry
This
throat,
place has the stench of death.
and for some reason my
I
settings
expect
on
there's trouble up ahead.
OBS have completely changed, so I'm still trying to balance me sound as well as my
Once the wardens flourished, their ranks
talking.
full. Their
Oh, we still got Dog
calibers-
with us as well. Do I want to bring Dog with us here?
Now they
Or do I want to leave Dog?
even accept
We'll
people
level Dog up.
like you, Alistair.
There's some cunning in there.
Hey.
No, I think I want to leave Dog here. Yeah, we'll get rid of Dog for now. Dog's gone. Right, so one of the mods I'm using, the Combat Tweaks one, does change how some abilities work. So normally Tricks of the Trade is a little bit different. I mean, below the belts in there probably never going to get used. You just kick it. You're not shot a unit. Basically, you just kick them in the balls and see what happens. It's essentially it. And apparently my audio is very quiet up here. But Tricks of the Trade, upkeep 0, no fatigue, cooldown, and applies a personalised fighting style. We're going to give that a whirly bird and see what happens here. But this is Soldier's Peak.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the king's advice then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
And here we go.
How's that possible?
Plenty of visions in this place. Nice little sneak peek into the past. Thin veil, my dude.
Demons? Thank Andraste you came, Warden. After you.
Of course, after me, you fucking chicken shit. Right, so.
Unnatural are always so...
What a surprise. There's some skeletons here that I want to go. None of them are purposefully different at all. Oh, nice level of Morgan there.
To fear me.
None of these are difficult, but there is a lot outside. Including the Warden Acolyte. We've got a Grey Warden Skeleton Mage. But as you can see, I mean the skeletons, you know, even without a lot, get stunned. There we go, get the backstab. They're not difficult. There isn't a great deal, I don't believe. There is a lot to do here, but not a lot in the sense of like, oh, you know, we need to be careful. Well, there, below the belt, it does absolutely nothing. Minor penalty to movement, I think, is all it does. And Levi's going to do nothing here, I'll be honest with you. Oh, there's the paralysis rule on Alice's weapon coming into action there. Yeah, well, that is it for the skeletons on the outside. We killed them. Let's see, there's not much to see. Firebolts, I'll take, and we do get the Antique Warden crossbow, unique weapon, reduced aim time. Crossbows are quite nice. They do have a higher armor pen than
Lovely.
I don't need frost rock. I never make ice resist. And there's a few codexes we can pick up here. Bomb there. Say no quest from the statue. So we've got ancient history. We will be doing it, as the rest of them I will be doing them all. We'll quick level up Morgan here. I want to dump it all into willpower. She needs more magic, and I think we're going to start on improved herbalism for now. Now I am tempted to go with shock, but telekinetic weapons. I did update a few tactics, as you can see. Not by much, but telekinetic weapons is going to be on here, and it is literally going to go under team member, any activate mode, telekinetic weapons, and I'm going to push that. How high do I want that? We'll pop that below miasma. So, telekinetic weapons. It's a very fun. It's my favourite weapon enchantment. It's just a bonus to armor penetration. It doesn't take advantage of any hexes, nothing like that. But that armor penetration bonus is massive, especially if you're fighting a heavily armored foe, which you can and will throughout the game. But even on lightly armoured foes, being able to penetrate their armour, get that bonus damage, it's all good.
My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens.
I will do my
Men,
best
I
to try and
won't
stay
lie to
quiet
you.
during these
The
lovely
situation
little
is
flashes.
grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens.
Yeah, occasionally you will find me
Flee
talking.
when they hear our
Look at that
horns.
midriff.
Archdemons die when they taste our
Wait.
blades. So are
Hiccup.
we to bend
Hiccup.
knee to a mere human
Hiccup.
despot?
Teacup.
No!
Hiccup.
I, for one,
Sorry.
will never give up. I, for one will never
I'm a
surrender
child.
just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave,
Well, there you
even
have it.
when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them. Not much is known of King Arland. The War of Succession that followed his death, now that was a piece of work. Lasted nearly a decade, and almost
This DLC
burned
fills in a
Denerim
couple
and
of
the
blanks
palace
with
to
the
ground.
history of Ferelden,
Loads
but, you
of
know.
history was lost, but maybe there's answers to that inside. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
Lead on, my friend. There's over here, you got your statement of defiance. On these grounds, virtuous men stood against the tyrant. They stood defiant for freedom, and they died. It is signed by the Grey Warden defenders who were besieged by King Arlen's forces. Captain Mello, the Black Ferret, Chairthrower Lopez, Sir Derek of Orlea, and Jason the Longbow. Alan the Quibbler, Cartographer Martyr, David the Silent, Dustin the Colourblind, Eberget, Ebenga of the Bovine Brethren, Farrell the Feral, Sir Graham the Untiring, and Jason Sans les Argonauts. Jason and the Argonauts. The only reason I've read that. Langley the Nefarious, Lucky Luke, Lucanet, Mad Dog, Smeados, Matthias the Bloody, McGurk the Vile Priest, Melissa the Magical, Malefactor, the Stretched, Packrat Dirksen, Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Silent Scimitar, Vitrolic Eric, Weak Eye Santos, Wellburn, the Exhaustive Fire. Oh yeah, go on. Jason and the Argonauts stood here, you know. You've got to do everything you can there to defend it. And what are demons? Look at this. We love dealing with demons. I have no idea where that demon was even attempting to go there, if I'm completely honest. Normally they don't try and go out the door.
Lovely.
It's a bit different. So obviously we are going to find little notes scrawled everywhere here.
As you desire.
Hey, look at that. More skeletons. Who would have guessed we had more skeletons here, eh? I wonder what other skeletons the wardens are hiding in their closet. And yet again, we've got another note from Commander Athlar. Some healthy health. And there's Commander Athlar, whose note we just received up there. So, with me having the Grey Warden, with or without the Grey Warden mod, you do get Grey Warden equipment here, which is always good against Darkspawn. We'll take some of it. I'm not super interested in it all. I'm going to take that because I think Liliana needs does require a upgrade to her armour at some point, bless her.
Of course.
They're not very good. Not every room, as you can see, is full of demons. The kitchen, thankfully, was not.
And so I shall.
And here we go. Another attack by demons. But we can deal with demons. Even if the Archivist is just standing completely still. Not a bad time to have frost weapons if you've got them. Or mage that can put the frost enchantment on. I myself, I'm not a fan of the... Stop pushing this, Levy.
Of course.
I'm not a fan of the frost weapon enchantment. Not any of the weapon elemental enchantments, if I'm completely honest with you. I do prefer telekinetic weapons. But that's just me. There's lots of books here. That book doesn't have to say anything, I'm just going to get a vision.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by?
Too little to worry about it now.
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned.
There might be other
can
records,
only
man, don't worry. We'll find something. She'll learn all about it. Hopefully these skeletons ain't coming back to life. So, up to the next level. Let's continue on our little adventure through the Warden's Keep. Now this room, not a lot, but that painting, remember it for later, much later. So, you can just see by looking around here that this just doesn't look good, does it? Let's be honest.
Make them pay for every inch, men!
None of this looks good.
Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelate Obrasov Sifan Net
There was summoning demons. Demons and the Grey Wardens.
What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Well, I suppose nothing's good out to defeat the Blight. Demons, blood magic.
Press them! Press them now!
Except demons don't have an allegiance.
You fight the king's men.
So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now. The battle is lost.
See, Morrigan wouldn't have made that mistake.
Avernus!
Morrigan would have controlled them demons. Morrigan
What
was
does
a
that
beast.
Oh,
Morrigan was a
no,
beast.
more
Morrigan is a beast.
fighting.
And here we go. So, got a lovely little rage demon here. Honestly, I'm gonna kill the wardens first. One of these dead wardens on these pedestals, just because I can. As you can see, with every warden that dies. Let's open this up. We do. I think it's like every one that dies does eventually weaken the rage demon. I mean, you can see yourself, we're doing shitloads more damage to him now. We've actually killed the little wardens that were there. Done. Done.
The wardens summoned
Bam.
demons. Can't believe it.
Done,
And
baby.
my grandmother, she knew.
Anything it takes to win, baby.
I believed that my family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
Anything to win, baby. Anything to win. So what have we got? Anything of yours here? There's Winter's Breath. Honestly, without any mods like Awakening into the origin and all that stuff, Winter's Breath is one of the best staffs you can get. I mean, cold resist, additional cold damage, radius cold, so the enemies take minor cold damage over time. It can be very useful.
Oh, let's just heal those ones and move on.
What a surprise. More demons. Well, more shambling corpses, to be honest. Oh look, raspberry jam.
Of course.
Obviously you've got a door up there that we can't interact with yet. Can't go out there. So, let's go into the commander's quarters. And there she is, Sophie Dryden,
Step no
alive and
further,
well.
Warden. This one would speak with you.
Why should I
Because
speak with
this
you?
peak is mine. This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
But We don't make deals with demons.
That, or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
Why do we
What
trust
is
a demon?
one woman child compared to your might? Strike me down if my terms offend. A fool this one would be to betray the warden.
Nah,
Fool!
we fight. I don't make deals with demons. So, I'm just gonna go wild. Right, so let me straight in. We've got a big unit with Flurry in there. Right, and that is the old warden Sophia Dryden. No, that's all of them dead actually. So we're going to loot fest now. Ice arrows. I've not so many arrows, man. Some boots, but we do get a book. Sophia's journal. Obviously, I'm gonna loot Sophia. Warden Sophia last. Let's be honest. So Sophia does come with full warden equipment. She always will. Ridiculous strength requirement on them. Honestly, it's. But the armor itself is good. Longsword isn't as good as damage, base DPS wise as some others. But you know, we'll take it. We'll have a look. We'll compare it to my tank Alistair's sword. We've got the sword. Low strength requirement. Not too bad. Whereas Duncan's sword can only be used by a Grey Warden due to the Grey Wardens of Ferelden mod that I have on. Otherwise, it is usable by anybody. I mean, it's just based off worse stats wise. Made a crit chance. Wakens need to buy Darkspawn, 2 armor pen, good crit backstab damage, and additional damage into Darkspawn. What more can you want? The shield, on the other hand, it is better. I mean, it's a 12 defense shield, plus an extra armor, 2 stamina regen, plus 4 attack. I mean, let's have a look at that straight, right? So he's a 46 strength. At the minute, this shield is giving him 2 strength, 2 dex, 2 con, 2 armor. And his armor rating at the minute is 42 with 72 defense. If you pop that on, see, my defense goes up to 76, but my armor drops to 41. It's one of them things you've got to decide yourself which is better, defense or armor, and I prefer armor to defense, but that might change. I might find a use for it. I mean, I could give Alistair this full set, to be honest with you. It's got good armor. Fatigue isn't much worse than what he's already got. So that's 3 strength, 10 fire, 3 dex, 2 stamina regen, 50 mana stamina, 3 willpower, 3 armor, 15 physical resistance, 15 health. So Alistair very could find himself in full Warden's Commander after this with Duncan's sword, but that would be a decision I would make. Obviously, sort of off camera, I'd have a look at it, work it out, move runes about, stuff like that, and see which one I think is the better bang for the buck on armor, defense, fatigue, and whatnot. This bridge is absolutely 150 million% covered in traps. Can you just... I'm not going to swing them enough. That is one of my biggest peeves with this game sometimes, is you can just be walking forward into an enemy and you're not going to swing to attack the enemy because they're pushing you.
Another foe fallen, is it?
I don't understand why, but it happens.
I have something for you.
Oh. I was meant to click on it.
That I have a gift for you. 'Tis a
But
ring. Now before you get... Flemeth once gave me the ring because it allowed her to find me no matter where I went, in case I was ever captured by
Morgan's giving us a ring.
I disabled its power.
Play cards, right? We might get the other ring and all.
However, I thought to change it.
I'm sorry. I do apologise. I'm a child sometimes, I swear. It's a sweet gift.
Not given out of sentimentality. I believe you were too important to risk. If you were captured, this ring would allow the rest of us to find you quickly. You are welcome. Perhaps it will be useful someday.
Thanks, Morrigan. So what we actually get there is just Morrigan's ring. I do have a mod on that does increase what Morrigan's ring does. Normally it's not this good. A +2 to all attributes, which means I will probably just get rid of the Harvest Festival ring. I can pass that down to Zevran, who's still using the Band of Fire. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Yeah, no, I will use Morrigan's ring. Possibly over the Lucky Stone. 29, 51, 20, 40, 16, 48, 21. If I was to use the Lucky Stone over that, my attack would drop to 95, but I will go to 28, 50, 21, 40, 17, 49, 22. So it makes absolutely no difference, to be honest with you. I'm actually going to keep the Harvest Festival ring, I think, for the extra strength and dex, plus the attack, and I'm going to give the Lucky Stone to Zev. It's because Rune Token, which is nice. Seal of the Red Bot's kind of meh, to be honest with you. What Zev got? Oh, yeah, I'll give the Lucky Stone to Zev instead of Seal of the Red Bot, because that's kind of, I mean, the mental and physical resistance is nice. We'll drop 2 will and 2 willpower, 2 cunning for 3 con, an extra fire and spirit resistance instead of the Runic Worry token. And we will do the level up shortly. Wait, shortly. We'll do it now actually. I just want to look at them bodies first. So, I've hit what I want, dex wise. Every other point I get now goes into cunning. I might take my strength up to 35. But as you can see, I mean, my dex cap there, 32. 36 if I ever want to pick up dual weapon mastery just to use swords. It's 28 dex, 30 dex, 32 dex. So I'm well past my dex. I do want to start going into Fade Passage eventually. Oh, sorry, not my mic. This is something I want to talk about. I do have a mod in that adds specializations based on the stats you pick, the abilities you pick. One of them is Invisible Blade. Now, Invisible Blade is its own little line, so you get Bleed and Wound, Down Connect, Successful Critical Little Backstab, and Inflict Bleed. But it stacks with damage caused by any previous bleeding wound attacks. So if I manage to get multiple times, the bleed stacks. You get Feared. If the enemy fails the physical resistance check, it loses a dex bonus to defense rating, which means I can deal more damage for a short time. With defense, you get bonus to defense based on your cunning. Only works while wearing light or no armor, and if you're not using a ranged weapon, which I don't, and I do just wear light armor, I don't do medium. The target of feint can no longer resist its effect, which means I always get the defense drop on it. But I want lethality. Key Knife and weak spots, and you gain a bonus to critical chance for all attacks. If your cunning score is greater than strength, it means I now use my cunning stat for my damage modifier instead of my strength. Which, as a rogue, I want. Let's say I want a high cunning. Don't want strength. Strength's just there for the arms, just to pass any minor armor checks. 20, 18, 18, 20. I use cunning for everything else. I am making a cunning dump rogue. That's all I'm doing. My rogue skills themselves, as far as the attack tree goes, isn't very useful. I am going to be playing for the backstabs, but it also means that my hit chance is now depending on my cunning, which is a lot higher than my strength, so we shouldn't be missing as much. I mean, it just makes life so much easier when playing a rogue if you build everything off cunning. So this ability note here.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing.
Just so you can see what Vernius has been up to. Or what Vernius was up to, I should say.
If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key.
So anyone's trying to make Frankenstein's monster.
Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had one more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
So Avernius is a bit of a mad mage. But we're boot in a jar here. So this jar is an alchemical concoction. You have a couple of choices here. You can leave it, destroy it, or drink it. Personally, I always drink it. There is, if you're playing on PC, there is a mod out there that allows your whole party to gain these extra bonuses, abilities. And obviously I will show you what I've just got there. Doesn't cost any skill points, none of that. So we'll go to skills, spells. So what we just did there is we just got the power of blood. So dark power, it changes based on your class obviously. So we've got dark passage. Tapping the power of tainted blood makes a road more nimble and able to move more quickly while using stealth. It gives you an increased chance to dodge physical attacks. Tainted blade. So blood gushes fall, coating the edges of weapons with a deadly taint. The character gains a bonus to damage determined by the cunning attribute, but suffers continuously depleting health in return. It's sort of a go big, go home. It does find its uses. I mean, I look able to turn it on now and you'll get to see the ticks. So there's Tainted Blade. And as you can see, with Tainted Blade active, I take a continual tick of 10 to my health. It's something I would only ever activate, you know, if I'm fighting a boss and I've hit a wall. If I've hit a wall and I'm struggling to get that DPS out, Tainted Blade, let's get that damage ramped up. Let's go.
My concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for
that stuff looks so cool, man.
Imbalance? Only just.
I can't believe Avernius is still alive.
Why are you here?
Look at them ears on him. We want some answers, man.
What questions, I wonder? Ask.
So let's start with well, let's let Levi do it.
Sir, our family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. And you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor. Your great-great-grandmother...
Well, let's just answer Levi's questions, right?
Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
Sorry, Levi.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
The time for questions is over. If you want to play it yourself, you want to ask the questions, go for it.
If justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with.
Why would I stop before I kill all the demons?
We must go to the great.
I mean, if you ask the questions, you get to this point eventually. He's been trying to figure out how to fix the tear in the Fade.
The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
So, now we're going to team up with Avernius, who has some interesting decor, to say the least. Very interesting decor. You'll notice every time we get a history of Soldier's Peak, I haven't even commented on it, we get an ancient history. The record said the commander Asturia may have built secrets in the base and you may have something hidden somewhere in Soldier's Peak. You found the clues, but where'd they lead? You're meant to read the codex for the answers, but honestly I'm just going to show you because it's easier. Obviously there's two doors there, you've got one there.
Lovely.
They both go to the same place. So we follow Avernius. Our aim is all the way back to the Great Hall. I'm saying all the way back to the Great Hall as if we've got far to walk. It's just a couple of areas down. I mean, if I press anything, I'll just click on that. and we will go down to the Great Hall and we will seal this tear in the Fade. And in doing so, hopefully help Levi.
We
Here
must
we are.
act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
I mean, I'd say what do I do, but
I
let's be
will
honest.
unravel the summoning circles I drew so
We just
long
kill the
ago.
demons as they come out
Waves
the,
of
as they come out the
spirits
door.
and demons may come through. Dispatch them.
There's
I
nothing
will
else we need to
begin.
do.
First, I must summon
Only thing I'm going to say though is
magical
before you leave this place, if you are
I
playing
feel
it,
them.
make sure you do the history for
They're
Elden.
coming.
Get the history for Elden codexes while you're here, because once you leave, you cannot come back. So start with some simple lessons with demons. At some point, I might actually show off the bleeding wounds skill. So every time he goes to a circle, he attempts to close it. Demons come out of the hole. This is just straight, plain and simple. We kill the demons that come out in the field. New type of demon here, we've got Ash Wraith. I don't think we've actually encountered an Ash Wraith before. And honestly, there's not much to say about them. The worst demons are still the rage demons, just because they continue to fire. Now this Desire Demon is the main. It's the big fight. That's the one we're after.
Blood on these.
Once the Desire Demon is dealt with,
Of course.
that should be all of them. As you can see, Avernus has closed everything. Job's a good one.
It's
So.
over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. So what of me? Will you leave me to experiment in peace?
Do we leave Avernus to continue experimenting on humans, or do we just kill him?
So, betrayal.
I mean, come on.
I shall not fall easily.
Anything for XP, man. So now we've got to fight Avernus. It won't fall easy. I do believe he was lying. Through his teeth, by the looks of it.
You've done it,
That's
Warden.
it.
Soldier's Peak is safe again. A good thing you took care of that Avernus. A blood mage. In the Wardens.
Oh,
Common
no.
folk should never hear of that. Some still distrust Wardens, even in a blight. Crazy buggers. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
The past doesn't offer
For so
redemption.
long,
Try
I
looking
was
for the
focused
future.
on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again. It is. In time,
So
it
just
might
play it, man.
liven up,
There's
though.
nothing here. There's
You're
nobody
gathering
here.
an army after all.
No, the cobwebs.
The fortress may do some good with that.
Any chance I
You
can
know,
convince you to
I'm
see on?
no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely.
There we go,
Whatever
sir.
the Drydens have to offer are yours.
So we've got a party
for
camp
sizable discount.
with Bodan
Looks like we're
Frederick.
done here. A demonic invasion thwarted, a warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
Yes, we do, Alistair. So, quick scout of Avernus. We get the robes of Avernus. 3 willpower, 3 armor. Improves blood magic. But, right, okay, so when you fight Avernus, some of the skeletons that were dead are supposed to come back and help them. Which is why I was in combat stance still. Stupid fucking skeletons. But that is Soldier's Peak. Now, obviously, you can see if you press tab, Sturian's portrait.
So I shall.
So, recite the Greywater North magic treasure. What might be in said magic treasure?
Of course.
Some money, the Shadow Belt, which honestly is nice, so explosive bolts are always good. Heavy plate boots are meh. But we get Asturian's Might. which honestly it's up there as one of my favourite weapons in the game. I mean, damage wise, you know, it's not as good as Duncan's blade. Crit chance, armor pen, strength modifier, not as, you know, they're all good. But the health regen while in combat's amazing. Health regen while exploring's good. Weakness nearby darkspawn. +2 armor penetration, taking it to 6 armor penetration. Extra 6 attack on you. +6 damage versus darkspawn. I mean, let's just quickly compare that to Duncan's. I'll tell you what, let's just take off the shield for a minute. I'm going to put the weapon on. The look of the weapon itself, I love. But, whoops, let's put my shield back on before I forget. Health heart, portable bunker. So, got a Sturian's Might here. 0.7 damage lower. Crit chance is 0.2% lower. Armor pen's 0.5 lower. Same strength modifier. I apologise if you can hear me cat in the background there. He thinks it's tea time. Same damage against Darkspawn. It gets an attack boost instead of willpower and cunning. It gets extra armor penetration. Weakens nearby Darkspawn the same, but it gets you that health regen while exploring and health regen in combat. That sword I will be making use of at some point. Probably is on Alistair, to be fair. Depending on how I want to make the final party member we receive. And as you can see, that's it. All our quests for the DLC, premium content as the game listed, is done. Just make sure you've checked everything, got everything you want when you're leaving this place. So once you leave, out the front door, you cannot come back in. That's it. Once you leave, it's done. So you can go back in now, but the minute I leave this map, which honestly is going to be very soon, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to, I'm probably going to go to my favourite place. I'm probably just going to go to the party camp. I think that's enough to reset it. But I might take a walk to the Frostbacks. We'll take a little walk to the Frostback Mountains just to reset it all. Levi and everything shows up. There is one map encounter I do want, and in between episodes I might try and sort it so that I start the next episode with that map encounter. It is tied in with Soldier's Peak, and it is worth it. Not so much if you're playing a rogue that's going to just do backstab cunning damage. Kind of not worth it. But again, if you're going to do that, Frostback, the Den Room is the longest walk point you can get, and here we are. This is Soldier's Peak now. As you can see, the keep itself is unenterable. There is a dog just running around. So you've got obviously Levi here.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it. Certainly.
And here we go. We've got another shop, baby. So we can buy Ice Band, Charm of Still Waters, Shaper's Amulet. Not too shabby. See, same as everywhere else, you know, got them Grandmaster Runes, Cold Iron Runes. Do I need Cold Iron at the minute? I'm going to take the Cold Iron Rune, might need that. Sell some bombs, recipes, things like that, nothing major. But we do get another party storage chest, which is going to make this very confusing because I'm going to have things just mishmashed amongst everything, but that's for me to worry about. I'll be able to find all of that as and when I need it, I guess. But for now, we're gonna go talk to Levi's nephew. Has nothing. We're gonna talk to Michael Drayden.
You're the Warden. My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
Because look at your wares then, mate. Let's see what you've got. Right, so standard axe, battle axe, 99 Grey Warden daggers. This is because of my Grey Warden Ferelden mod. It adds all the Grey Warden stuff in, as you can see. For some reason that Grey Sword's restricted to Dwarf. You've got the long swords, you know, longbows, Grey Warden staffs, studded helm, Drake skin, studded helm, so you know it's going to be half decent. I'm actually going to grab 2 of them. Grey Warden Arcane Hood for mages, you know, you've got the other studded helm. I mean, I will bring other party members here to see what I need. Full Grey Warden set, Grey Warden Commander set, Soldier set. What else we got? Grey Warden Arcane Gloves I'm not as interested in. I was hoping for some studded leathers in Drake skin. Would have been nice. Or just some studded leather Drake skin boots. When this man does become your main, I mean he does become your main, he becomes your weapon dealer. As you can see, one of my mods is kind of knocked everything that's there, because I mean, what 2.25 for 3 physical resistance. Now Zevran, technically his is a little better. I'll keep one. I don't know why. I know I'll need one for fucking Liliana. But that is Soldier's Peg. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here, and in between episodes I'm going to check the armor difference in what Alistair's wearing now. Mostly just Kaelin's equipment, as well as Duncan's sword, and see if I want to swap that for the Asturian Might. But I know Alistair's not coming with us, so it might not happen. It might not be geared up for the next episode. I'm going to be dropping Alistair for my tank for the next episode, and we are going to be bringing... well, actually, I'll just show you. I'll show you what my next party's going to be. We're going to have a side change up. Morrigan is still going to be there. Zevran is not going to be there. We'll just check anybody for level ups. Like Wynn's got a level up there. And we'll just slowly build together these characters. Do I want Life Ward? It's probably going to be Life Ward, really. And if I'm building Wynn as a healer. I say I could bring Wynn with it being built as a healer, but like, she needs a little bit more dex, and I'll just drop everything else at the cunning. Cunning? Is it cunning I want? Yeah, no, yeah, that's right. We'll start building that cunning. I'm actually going to give her, with her being an archer, clarity does help, especially with these skills as well. As you say, Liliana's been touched very lightly on. Probably do arrow sling as well as aim, possibly. Yeah, plus aim. We'll do that for Liliana. No, I was going to check to see if anybody else needs any level ups. Sten, obviously. I mean, Sten. Just make sure his cunning's high enough, and then everything else goes in straight. I mean, Sten's level 12, and I think got a spec yet. That's how bad Sten is. I can find a use for him, but like, there's not much use. We have 200 impact and probably his mortal strike. I don't find much use for Sten. The dog, again, we'll just dump it to strength. Why not? Grab Ferocious Bite. Right, so our next venture. I do need to make sure I have some good equipment on us for it. But what do I want? I mean, I can grab the equipment myself off screen, really, can't I, when I decide how I'm going to do it. Right, I'll tell you what it is. What we'll do for now is we are going, I'm just going to show you my party going forward. So, Morrigan, standard. Not going to be taking Alistair. Now, the reason I take Morrigan over Wynn is after Morrigan to debilitate, Wynn to heal. Wynn will get her moment. It's just not now. or very rare ever. Why would I drop Morrigan for win? I mean,
Blast and damnation.
Yes.
even the stand animation, I mean, win looks so much. I mean, Morrigan's just thump. For my tank instead of Alistair, we are going to be taking Shield. Now, DPS wise, I would take Zevran. But I think I'm actually going to take
Indeed.
Liliana for a little outing. That's going to be my party now. Anybody that's played this game before knows exactly where I'm going to be going. Right now I'm going to click on Soldier's Peak, which is where I'm already at, because I can click on Soldier's Peak without getting any giveaways of where I'm actually going to be going. So obviously this is the party that I'm going to be taking going forward. I mean, Shale, I just want to find something better than what he's got. Liliana is so undergeared. Apart from Battle Dress and the Provocateur, that is good. Lion's Paws is still decent, to be fair, and I like the repeated gloves for the reduced aim time, even if her defense and armor is abysmal. She has very little on anything wise, to be fair.
Of course.
Equipment wise, I will fix that in between episodes. I mean, I'm just going to go grab a. Well, she can have that for now. She's me ranged. Give her the Shadow Belt, let's reduce that hostility. Got her on ice arrows at the minute. I will bring some extra arrows, but she's not going to be with us for very long. If I even bring her at all, to be honest with you. But that's enough for this episode. So, that's everything for now. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.